Catherine's 44th birthday was never meant to be dazzling or ceremonial. There were no grand receptions, no formal appearances, no carefully staged public moments. Instead, it unfolded in a way that felt deeply intentional, calm, intimate, and shaped by a year that changed her life forever. At the heart of that quiet celebration was a gift from Prince William that insiders say left Catherine genuinely emotional. Not because it was lavish, not because it carried royal symbolism, but because of what it represented: survival, partnership, and a future thoughtfully reclaimed after a season of uncertainty. Those close to the Prince of Wales have often said that William has a very particular approach to gift-giving. He isn't drawn to extravagance. His gestures tend to be instinctive, sometimes playful, often practical, and when they matter most, deeply personal. In the past, he surprised Catherine with gifts that outsiders might find amusing or unexpected, items rooted in humor and everyday life. But within their relationship, those moments have always carried meaning. This birthday, however, was different. There was still warmth, there was still a sense of familiarity, but layered beneath it was something far more profound, an unspoken recognition of everything Catherine has endured and quietly overcome. Her 44th birthday came only months after she completed cancer treatment. When Catherine first revealed her diagnosis, the announcement sent shockwaves across the United Kingdom and far beyond. For someone so closely associated with composure and grace, stepping away from public duties was not simply a pause, it was a necessary act of self-preservation. During that time, life narrowed, public expectations faded into the background, and what remained was focus on health, on healing, and on the small circle of people who mattered most. Recovery, as many know, doesn't end when treatment does. It continues quietly, emotionally, and often invisibly. It is a period of reflection, of learning to trust the body again, of finding gratitude in moments that once felt ordinary. That context makes William's birthday gift and Catherine's response to it especially meaningful. According to sources close to the couple, the gift was not defined by a single object. Instead, it was a carefully considered expression of their shared life, something that acknowledged where Catherine had been, how far she had come, and how deeply William understands her, not as a public figure, but as a woman who has carried immense responsibility while navigating vulnerability with remarkable strength. William, insiders say, wanted Catherine to feel seen. There was, of course, an element of humor, something that has always been central to their relationship. He still wanted her to smile, to laugh, to feel normal. But this year, there was also reflection, a quiet acknowledgement of the journey they had walked together, side by side. Speculation has ranged from a piece of understated jewelry, perhaps engraved with a private message, to something far less conventional, an experience rather than a possession, time away from schedules, time away from briefings and obligations, time simply to breathe. Some believe it may have been a private getaway. Others suggest it was a moment deliberately carved out for family, uninterrupted, unannounced, and deeply grounding. Whatever its exact form, those close to Catherine say the emotional impact was immediate and genuine. Not the kind of reaction meant for an audience, but the kind that happens when a partner truly understands what you need. That understanding has always defined Catherine and William's relationship. Their bond has never relied on drama or spectacle. Instead, it's been built on shared humor, mutual respect, and an unwavering sense of teamwork. Catherine's illness brought that partnership into sharp focus. During her treatment, William quietly adjusted his life. He reduced public engagements, he stayed close to home, he focused on routines that felt reassuringly normal: school runs, family dinners, evenings spent together. One observer put it simply: he wasn't trying to be heroic, he was just being a husband. That same dynamic shaped the birthday itself. There was no large gathering, no formal celebration. Catherine marked the day at home, at their Windsor residence, surrounded by William and their 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. The atmosphere, insiders say, was filled with laughter and comfort. There was joy in familiarity, peace in togetherness. For Catherine, motherhood has always been central to her identity. Throughout her treatment, it was her children who grounded her on the hardest days, reminding her of the present, of hope, of what truly matters. On her birthday, that bond was front and center. The children were involved in the celebration in simple, heartfelt ways. Handmade cards, small surprises, moments of unfiltered sincerity that only children can offer. These are the moments Catherine treasures most, far removed from protocol, far removed from expectation. One family friend described the day not as a celebration of age, but of a chapter, a quiet milestone, a recognition of resilience and renewal. Since completing treatment, Catherine has spoken sparingly but with intention. Her words and actions have reflected gratitude, not in abstract terms, but through attention to the smallest details of life. A walk in nature, a shared meal, a spontaneous laugh. William's gift aligned seamlessly with that shift. It wasn't about grandeur. It wasn't about marking a birthday for the world to see. It was about recognition, of strength, of love, and of everything they continue to face together. And perhaps that's why this birthday mattered so deeply. Because sometimes the most powerful expressions of love are not loud. They are thoughtful. They are quiet, and they arrive exactly when they are needed most. So here's the question I want to leave you with. Do you believe quiet, deeply personal gestures matter more than grand public displays, especially after life-changing moments? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you appreciate emotionally driven royal stories like this, make sure you're subscribed.